This is the 2011 Portland Century. The Portland Century is known for its challenging course and its great food, including Nossa Familia coffee served with the pre-ride breakfast. The ride begins on the park blocks in front of Portland State University and wends its way through downtown towards the Willamette River. Turning left at the Salmon Street Springs Fountain, we follow Tom McCall Waterfront Park towards the Steel Bridge. Known as the Living Room of Portland, Tom McCall Waterfront Park hosts events throughout the year. We cross the Willamette over the Steel Bridge. Built in 1912, the bridge is amazingly versatile. It carries pedestrians, bicyclists, automobiles, buses, light rail, as well as regular train traffic over the river. Heading north on Interstate Avenue, we see the beautiful Broadway Bridge. And after about 5 miles, we have the first climb of the day, a Cat 5 climb of only about 100 feet, climbing out of the Willamette River Valley and up to the bluffs near University of Portland and the St. John's neighborhood. This is a very popular cycling route and has a fantastic view of the West Hills. Leaving the St. John's neighborhood, we now turn east and follow Marine Drive through the industrial area of North Portland. This will take us out past Portland Meadows Raceway, and finally we reach the mighty Columbia River. For 2011, the 100-mile ride is done in a clockwise fashion. In the past, this stretch along the Columbia River came near the end of the ride and typically was into a full frontal assault headwind. Reversing the course removes those hellish headwinds and is a major improvement over the prior routes. As you can see, much of the ride is on bike paths. Ultimately, these bike paths will be connected to create a beautiful 40-mile loop. The Portland Century showcases much of that loop. The bike path crosses Marine Drive in 2 locations. Due to the number of distractions, the high speed of the traffic, and the amount of commercial traffic, you have to be extremely cautious crossing Marine Drive. While the natural beauty of the Columbia is stunning, it's always interesting watching the air traffic as the path passes Portland International Airport. Encerclé de vicieux moutons, ligoté dans la fosse au lion, j'ai peur de devenir aussi con. In the distance is the Glenn Jackson Bridge, which carries I-205 over the Columbia River. There's a bike path in the center of the freeway on the Glenn Jackson Bridge. It has a beautiful view, but it's a bit noisy and unnerving riding in the center of a freeway. stop at mile 24 at Blue Lake Park is a good place to top up with food and water, as the toughest part of the course begins in a few miles, just past Troutdale.
Let's go!
A few miles after you leave Blue Lake Park, you'll pass by the Troutdale Airport, then make a left turn onto a frontage road and pass through a large truck stop area. You'll then turn right up a short hill, then left through Old Town Troutdale, the gateway to the Columbia Gorge. Shortly after Troutdale, you cross the Sandy River and begin the gradual climb on the old Columbia River Highway.
When I feel like a gumbo and I'm playing the bongo, I am your amigo.
This is a beautiful part of the ride with the Sandy River to the right and deposits from the Missoula floods on the left. By the time you pass through Springville and turn right and reach the top of Herbert Road, you will have climbed about 400 feet. Turning right onto Gordon Creek Road, prepare yourself for the first death drop of the ride. A high-speed 300-foot, 2-mile descent into the Sandy River Valley. In previous years, when the route was counterclockwise, this was the annoying last steep ascent of the ride. With the new clockwise route, it is a high-speed descent into the fun zone. Unfortunately, all great descents must come to an end, and at the bottom you will do a vertical U-turn and start the toughest climb of the day. This is a Cat 3 5.25 mile climb of about 1,000 feet. It looks like I've just jammed on the brakes, but the fact is, much of this climb has gradients of greater than 20%. About halfway up, the mountain gods show a little mercy as the road flattens just enough to give you a little respite. Don't get too comfortable, however, because shortly the road pitches up again to provide more out-of-the-saddle agony. Finally, at the top, at mile 40, you've reached your oasis in the desert of climbing pain, the Fireside Retreat rest stop.